Hey, listeners. Thank you for tuning into Florida is Sinking. And we want to thank our Patreon supporters, specifically Superfan Brad. And you can help support us and our show by going to patreon.com/Florida is Sinking.
Or floridasinking.com/Patreon.
Whatever.
Seriously, either one.
Recorded live from a back porch somewhere in Volusia County. It's Florida is Sinking with Brent and Jeremy. Now kick back, relax, and enjoy the show. Or don't.
He says Florida's slowly sinking, sinking into the ocean. Too little, too late.
Welcome to Florida is Sinking, as an airplane goes overhead,
Ooh.
of course. Native podcast of the strange state. I'm Brent. You're Jeremy.
I am.
It's just more proof that we record. We literally record on my back porch.
We do.
You can, if you listen real quiet, you can hear the crickets.
Yeah, well, that's because you just told a joke.
Woo! Right off the bat.
Yeah. Woo.
Well, it's hot again.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe I still have my shirt on.
It was like 90 degrees today.
I feel bad I took my pants off already.
Yeah, well, that's the first thing I usually guess.
Yeah, I looked. My dog wanted to go outside and play Bodie. And I looked at the backyard, and it looked so hot. I went, forget it. Pee in the house. I'll clean it up. I got paper towels. I can't do this. I can't
lay
do
down
it.
some newspaper in the corner.
Yeah, I know you're well
home.
past this, but I should train him to use the toilet. He's so smart, he probably could.
So, tell me about Friday night.
Yeah, so I almost suckered CJ into going to a ska show with me.
Which you did to me.
I did, and I almost was 2 for 2, but CJ does his research. He doesn't go anywhere lightheartedly.
Well, the thing is, like, I would have gone to a ska show.
Yeah, I know.
But so I think we brought it up on the podcast, actually.
Yeah, because it was
Anyway,
for the
it
Magic
was-
game.
Yes, that's right. We went to watch the Magic game at the bar, and then you were like, "Hey, we got to be back here at 9 o'clock."
Right.
I was like, "Why?" And then you pointed to the door, and it was
Right.
like free ska show.
Yeah.
Which I couldn't believe it was free.
Dream.
In 2019, they're
I know.
just
Can
giving
you
away
imagine?
ska music.
Can you imagine?
I don't understand it.
Yeah. So I invited CJ wanted to hang out. He's been dying to hang out and to have a dude's night. Ended up being just him and I. But I go, hey, he goes, well, maybe we can hang out here. I said, let's do Sanford. And I nudged my wife, you know. Said, hey, I might sucker another dude and go to a ska show with me. 8 seconds later, he goes, guess what just so happens to be happening in Sanford? But we met another dude out there that we used to go to high school with, and he made me play 20 questions to try and figure out who it was.
Okay.
It was Mike Vaught. You ever hang out with Mike Vaught in high school? You knew him, right?
Yeah.
He was
Quarterback.
right.
Yeah.
Right. I was the kicker. So equally important positions.
Yes.
I'd like to say. Equally important. And he's like, I've never been to a ska show. So we went to a ska show, and he's significantly more good looking than I am.
You're telling me the handsome quarterback
Yeah,
never
exactly.
went to a ska show?
I showed my sister, I go, hey, look who I hung out with the other night. Do you remember this guy? And she goes, yeah. I go, well, he's the one in the middle. She goes, yeah, I know he is. So, yeah, it was cool. And I will tell you this, the local guys control this.
Uh-huh.
Who we should probably have on the podcast.
We should.
We talk about ska so much.
Yeah. We're on the front lines of bringing in the fourth wave.
Control this with an exclamation point.
Yeah.
They got an EP out now. It's good.
We
And they got
should.
an album from 2016. It's great.
We should absolutely have them on.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. They were excellent. Don't you think when you watch them, you're like, you know, you rewind the clock about 15 years, and these guys could have slipped in there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Maybe 25 years, but yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. Wow. yeah. But anyway, they were good. They were great.
They were.
But they didn't get on till 11:30. I looked at my watch. It was 12. I went, oof.
Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey, whoa.
Come on.
Some of us
My
gotta
kids
get
are going to
up.
be up at
Yeah.
5:30.
I got to feed 4 animals tomorrow morning. I got to bathe 2 of them. So, but it was a great ska show. Went to Tuffy's again in Celery City. That's kind of my thing. You start at one place.
That's your
and rotate
crawl,
around.
your bar crawl.
I never had one before. I like it.
Yeah.
But they're doing these ska shows like once a month. So
Right.
tune in, come
Ska
June.
night in Sanford, or
Yeah,
what they call it.
West End Trading Company.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you go to the front, and they got a DJ going. No one's really dancing.
Yeah.
And I go, "Where's the ska?" I asked him, "Where's the ska show?" He goes, "Oh, it's in the back." You know,
Yeah.
But-
and you open another door, and all of a sudden you're in a different world.
totally.
Yeah.
Skanking all around.
Hey, have you seen intern Jason sent this in the text message. He's talking about the documentary Apollo 11. Have you seen
No.
the trailer for that?
Is it good?
It looks
look good?
awesome. Yeah, they have this really high def footage from 1969. Like, it's incredible.
Oh, I'm in for that.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah, I'll do that. I started listening to a podcast that was called it was Apollo something. It might be Apollo 11. It was the moon landing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Apollo 11 podcast. It's pretty good. They're interviewing the dudes on it. So yeah, I'm already on the same mentality as Apollo 11, so I can get into that.
You might know you won't learn anything.
Spoiler alert: they land on the moon. Don't tell me.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, right? Don't tell me what happens. I haven't gotten there yet. My buddy Carmen said that when he came out of Lincoln. He goes, "Had to leave Lincoln early, guys. Don't spoil it for me. I want to know if he frees the slaves."
Jenny used to tell a story that she went to see Titanic when it was, really, really.
Yeah.
It was breaking records and all that. And she had to. This was back before you could pick your seat. You had to wait in line to get a good seat around. She was waiting in line, and this guy came out of the theater that just showed it and just goes, "It sinks," and then just took off running.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. That's
So-
funny because that's a good joke. But
Yes.
I heard a story of when these Harry Potter books came out. People would be in line with all the nerds buying them, and then they would just flip to the back and yell what happens to the line. I thought that's so horrible.
Well, didn't somebody do that with that Marvel movie that came out a couple weeks ago, the Avengers movie, and they beat him up?
Oh, did they?
I think it was
He got what he deserved then.
yeah, I think it was like outside the what's the big theater? The Chinese
gotta be in
theater
Deltona.
in Deltona.
Yeah.
No, the was it called the Chinese theater?
Man's Chinese
Whatever.
theater? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was outside there, and he came out and just like yelled the ending, and a mob of nerds beat him up.
Oh, wow.
Swift justice.
Definitely. They're limp with the carpal tunnel wrists pounded this guy's face in.
Well, they were all dressed up like superheroes. Probably they felt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The
Definitely.
Cardboard Iron Man costume did some damage.
That's right. Dang.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Want to do the news?
Yes. Yes, please.
This just in.
One Florida gun store.
Meanwhile, Florida.
Before we get to the news,
Okay.
let me just remind our listeners to use our Amazon link when you do your online shopping.
Of
Go
course.
to floridasinky.com/Amazon. Doesn't cost you anything extra. You go buy whatever you want from Amazon. We get a tiny little kickback. Help support the show.
Cool.
We'd appreciate it.
Hey,
floridasinky.com/Amazon.
Real quick, I just want to say something because this big Game of Thrones ending that everyone's upset about, we don't talk about this stuff often.
I'm not into Game of
Yeah.
Thrones. So I missed that.
Here's
train.
my thing. Is you people that made fun of Lost ending, if you watch Game of Thrones, you got what you deserved. You got what you deserved because Lost, the greatest show ever. I'm back in the middle of it. I cannot believe the stuff that's going on. I just started season 3 again. I forgot half of it.
Yeah.
I forgot characters. Juliet showed up, if that means anything to you.
She bugged me.
Yeah, she bugged me too, but I've totally forgotten about her.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm so excited. Anyone that wants to see the greatest show, that one. Breaking Bad was
That
good,
one,
too.
they definitely did like paint themselves into a corner.
Yeah, they did.
We'll
find out. 'Cause I don't remember what happens.
I enjoyed even the ending. I enjoyed it,
Me too.
but I could see why people were upset.
Yeah.
Because when you start this and all of a sudden everybody's on board, and then you're like, "Oh crap, I got to land this plane."
Totally.
But I want to keep it in flight as long as I possibly
Exactly.
can.
Right.
So your landing destination
It's very
is very
rare
limited.
that they get to glide a
Yes.
show in. It's mostly, we're dropping fast. We got to pull this nose up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Or it's like a flight that people are just like, "Good God, can we please get to the end of this?"
Please, someone open the door. Let it suck me out. I can't handle it.
Parachute somewhere. And yeah. So that.
Yeah, because I got the Blu-rays. And the funny thing is this is when Blu-rays were kind of first coming out. Because the creators come out and they go, "We're happy to present to you in Blu-ray for the first time. The show is meant to be seen. You're going to see it like you've never seen it before." Yeah, pretty cool.
that
Anyway,
is cool. Yeah.
I got off
The
track.
Walking Dead was that way.
No, that was
Like I stopped
airplane.
watching The Walking
Totally.
Dead
I guess
in
it's
like
still on.
season 4 or something.
Me too. Something came. I can't remember what it was,
Yeah,
and
it's
we just
still
went,
on.
we're done. I'm
It's
done
still
with
on. I caught an episode like last year maybe, and there was like a guy with a pet tiger. I was like, I don't know how we went from where I stopped watching to this.
Right.
But it kind of piqued my interest a little bit.
I went through the tiger and then I quit. Then I flipped an episode on and they were in a museum trying to get a wagon. But the only way they could get the wagon out was walking over a ceiling made of glass.
Of course.
With, you know what's underneath it?
Zombie.
Oh, yeah, spoiler alert. And it started cracking and I just went, I can't do this. This is horrible. It's horrible.
The other thing that the other like franchise in which that happened to me, where I watched something and then I didn't watch for a long time and I caught it again later and it was like, how did we go from point A to point B? I'm interested. Was Fast and the Furious, which I know you have not.
Never.
But I saw the first one when I was in high school.
Yeah.
I had no idea they made like 4.
Right.
Then Fast 5 came out and it was like The Rock was in it and it was all, everybody was talking about this movie. I'm like, how do we go from 1 to 5? I missed 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
I didn't see 5. Then I was listening to the podcast, How Did This Get Made? Which they just basically talk about ridiculous movies and kind of riff about it. And they were talking about Fast and the Furious Part 6.
And you went.
Which was still in the theaters. And they were
go.
Yeah, they were the way they were talking about it, I'm like, this is the most absurd movie ever. And yet they were all, usually they just laugh and laugh. But they all go, I loved this movie. Like they're just making fun of it for like an hour and then all still going, but man, I loved it. So I gotta go see this movie.
Yeah.
So I went and saw it and it was like there was like 5 moments I just like wanted to stand up clapping.
Wow.
And then I went back and watched the rest because I'm like, how on earth did we go from
point A to point B?
Point A to point B.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Wow. Huh.
Anyway.
Yeah.
To the news. This one was sent in to us by Sam. Florida man driving lawnmower accused of striking police cruiser while drunk.
Well.
Florida authorities say they arrested an inebriated man on a lawnmower who slammed into a police officer's parked unoccupied cruiser.
Just the lawnmower, right? No cover or anything?
No, it looks like it has a little trailer on it with a cooler in the back. So he might have been like...
Didn't want to leave his wife at home. Got to bring the trailer. Oh, you mean like one of those trailers?
Yeah, like
a
little
I thought you meant
tiny,
like a trailer. Okay.
A little tiny trailer.
An igloo.
There with a little cooler
You
in the back.
think Igloo sees that and goes, yes, free advertising.
In 2019, I feel like, there's no
Totally.
such thing as bad advertising. Like
Yeah.
I think the 2016 election,
Changed that?
Definitive proof that
I think the Kardashians changed that.
them too, you know? Yeah, at this point, we know it used to be like a debated thing. Like, there's no such thing as bad press. Like, oh, yeah. But now it's just like, there's no such thing as bad press.
Nothing at all.
The alleged alcohol-fueled fender bender.
Did you want a cold one, officer? I got my Igloo right here.
I saw you sitting there. You could use one of those.
All those ticket writing must make you warm.
The alleged alcohol-fueled fender bender in Haines City on Saturday evening caused minor damage to the cruiser's bumper and led to the arrest of Gary Anderson, 68.
Ah! I'm an Uncle Gary Anderson. Is it him?
Doesn't look like
Did they find 10 guns on him? that would be Gary.
Police said his blood alcohol level was 3 times the legal limit.
That's it? What a lightweight. I swear I kept it on turtle, officer.
The officer was on call when he heard a loud bang from inside a store. Anderson allegedly told the officer he struck the cruiser but denied causing any damage. There's nothing there.
What? Wax on, wax off.
He also allegedly admitted to being drunk. I'm a little tipsy.
That's a good go-to. To me, whenever I take these personality tests, I always like to take a problem head on. Like if I knock a vase over at the house, my wife walks in, I'm not gonna lie about it. This kid did it. but you know what I mean? Like I'm like, hey, I broke that vase. And then I take the problem head on. So might as well do it. Might as well, hey, I'm a little drunk.
Yes.
Now what happens?
I feel like there's a better chance the cop just goes, all right.
Right.
Move along.
Was it cop Matthew McConaughey? All right. Moving along.
If you're lucky, yeah.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Anderson reportedly had a trailer with a large cooler. We saw that. Quote, I'm proud of the professional demeanor our officers showed when dealing with this heavily intoxicated, belligerent offender.
Ouch.
Haines City Police Chief Jim Elensky said in a statement. Quote, it's never a good idea to get behind the wheel drunk, even if that wheel is to a craftsman.
Well, I mean, it is attached to a massive motorized whirling blade.
True.
That's how you could argue it's even more dangerous than a slow driving vehicle.
While in custody, Anderson was driven to a hospital after he accused officers repeatedly using foul language and racial slurs of trying to poison him with cocaine.
You put that in me. You put that in me, officer. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I think that's like trying to get out ahead of the curve, like you were saying.
Definitely.
That's like, hey, when you take my blood and there's, traces of cocaine, that's because the officer poisoned me.
Yeah, that is not, I did not put that there. I don't know whose that is.
Police said there was cocaine in Anderson's system when he was arrested. There it is.
There you go.
The station reported Anderson allegedly told officers his driver's license was suspended 41 years ago and he has never gotten it back.
That is a long time going under the radar.
Has he been driving a lawnmower for 41 years?
If so, we've probably seen him before.
He's the Bobby Boucher of Haines City.
I wonder if you go on vacation, you just the kids got to hop in the trailer and you just get there at 8 miles an hour.
Yeah, I don't know. I've definitely driven Matt's lawnmower from his house to my house multiple times.
Put the helmets on. We're going to Rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have students that live in DeBerry, and they're always trying to figure out where I live.
Right.
So they're always like, "Hey, Mr. Edwards, I saw your truck over on." I'm like, "No, you didn't. No, you didn't." They're like, they're trying to get.
Yeah.
But I was driving Matt's lawnmower, down Shell Road, thinking this would be the time.
This is the time. Roll up.
I would see my student would drive by and just be like, "That was Mr. Edwards."
Yeah, right, kid.
Yeah, I would totally just deny that.
I have servants mow my lawn. I teach, okay? I don't mow my own lawn.
Get that teacher money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why my wife signed that prenup.
Anderson was charged with committing a third DUI offense in 10 years and refusing to submit to a DUI test.
That's the move, right? Didn't we talk about this before? Aren't you supposed to go, I'm not taking that?
To refuse?
Yeah. And then you get in trouble, but you don't get the...
Yes, I think...
Something like that?
I think we read about that. That a lawyer suggested that.
We should talk to our legal team.
Yeah, we should call CJ. But yeah, that, you'll get taken down to the station.
The who's got?
But you're basically taking the Fifth Amendment there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to incriminate myself.
Not in front of you, four.
Something like that.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good start.
Yeah, I like that.
Someone stole a 12-foot cow statue from St. Pete's Harold Seltzer Steakhouse.
Ooh.
12-foot? That seems ambitious. Although we did have the person that stole the giant swan.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that in Lakeland?
Yeah.
And Grady Judd was on the case. You can't get away with stuff in Polk County.
I always think it's so funny when I go by that place. I think it's in Barberville. It has all the big giant statues.
Yes.
I always think, who's going to put...
Yeah. Who buys these things?
A 9-foot gorilla in their back room, He's like, hey, unless you want that joke, hey, look at the 900-pound gorilla in the room, all right, And you're like, that's right over there, I always picture myself calling you and be like, bro, you got to check this thing out in my backyard. It's a surprise. You show up, it's a big metal gorilla.
Yeah, I wonder that too. But there's that body shop down in DeBerry
dinosaur,
and they have the giant dinosaur. That's definitely from Barberville,
and that is definitely recognizable.
Yes.
So maybe there's just places like that.
Yeah.
Huh. Maybe we should get one for our show. Put it in your backyard.
Yeah. Giant metal alligator. 15 feet tall.
But I want it on its haunches.
Yeah. Like the crocodile in Hook.
Yes.
They put the big clock in his mouth.
Definitely.
And he comes to life at the end and spoiler alert.
Oh, geez. Way to go.
Well, it's 30 years old.
People are going to check out now. You keep doing that.
That was the first movie I ever cried in. Hook.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. When he gives the sword to the little chubby kid at the end.
Oh, yeah.
That kid's face. I don't know what happened to that actor, but that smile
Yes.
And Peter Pan gives him that sword.
Yeah, that's true. It was lightning in a bottle. I wonder what the first movie I cried at was.
Now I'm a sobbing mess.
Oh, yeah. I can't watch Rudy without crying. Rudy's the one that'll bring me to tears like that.
It's the wild man now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of... I watched Coco the other day with my daughter. Yep.
Oh, it was a great movie.
Welled up at the end.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
But that was excellent. I was pleasantly
good.
surprised.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
It was good. When I saw it in the theater, though, I had that long intro, that Frozen intro.
Oh, they have one of the little shorts at the beginning.
It was 18 minutes, and then you add the previews of 20.
Yeah.
It's 45 minutes before a movie started. I didn't even know what movie I was there to watch by
Yes.
the time it came on. My kids were like, is the movie ever going to come on?
That happened. I took Josie to her first movie last summer.
Oh, cool.
We went to see The Incredibles.
Great movie.
And it had, the previews, watch all the previews, and then they have the short. And so, like, 5 minutes into the actual movie, she was already, like, up and walking around the theater. I'm like, oh, crap. We got a long way to go.
Yeah, and in a Disney movie, they have all the previews, and then the dad usually dies within the first 12 minutes. And then, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Not in The Incredibles, though.
That's the one. It's the one family sticks together.
Someone stole... Oh, yeah, we already read that. Someone
cow.
stole the cow. So let's read about it. A giant cow statue is missing, and now the St. Petersburg Police Department is asking for the public's assistance to steer them in the right direction. This is from Colin Wolfe.
Colin! Well done, Colin.
Yeah, all right.
It's utterly ridiculous.
According to SPD,
Let us know if you spot it.
one of the 12-foot decorative cow statues outside Harold Seltzer's Steakhouse.
Did you say one of?
One of the 12-foot.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Has been missing since 3 p.m. Saturday, April 27th. Quote, the owners, Mr. and Mrs. Seltzer, say cow has great sentimental value, and they would greatly appreciate it if the cow was returned ASAP. They just want the cow returned to the hard...
We're gonna turn the lights off. Just put the cow back. No one gets in trouble.
Sorry. I totally misread it. They just want the cow returned to the herd. Instead, they will compensate the person responsible for its return with a free meal.
Oh, give me a break. I'm not giving some thief a free meal.
It should be free meal for life.
What?
Or at least for a year.
No, dude, whoever brings it back's the one that stole it.
Probably.
No way. Then everyone will start stealing it. You're going to go to Walmart and yank that Ronald McDonald?
Sitting on the bench.
Yeah, sitting on the bench. Right by the glasses shop at a Walmart.
The owner posted to Facebook that the missing cow was located in the rear parking lot and became loose from its cement footing after an overzealous customer rode the steer a few days prior.
Aha.
Dang. It broke the cement's footing.
Yep.
This is actually the second time that someone has stolen a fake bovine from the chain. In 2010, a herd of plastic cows went missing from a different, now closed Tampa location. Though the missing cow is an utter travesty, it would appear Seltzer's is milking the situation for all it's worth.
Beat me to it.
Anyone with any related information should contact SPD and get that free steak dinner.
Hey, we're even, though, because I got the spot joke and he didn't.
Yes.
So we're even.
Yeah.
Colin, it's going to take a lot more than that to top me, pal. Pack a lunch next time, buddy.
Florida man tells police he's Jason Bourne.
Oh.
Those are good movies. I like those.
Yeah.
I never saw the one that was like a spin-off with like
in ascending order.
Jeremy Renner.
Right.
I never saw that one.
First one was good. Second one was good, I think. And then I think the fourth one was pretty good.
Is there
They're
four?
all the same kind of thing,
I thought it was
right?
just a trilogy.
Well, after Jeremy Renner did it, then they just went, you know what? Call Matt Damon.
Oh yeah, there was that one.
Yeah, they
I don't
brought
think
him
I
back.
saw. Okay, so I don't think I saw the last two then. I think I just saw the trilogy.
Jeremy Renner was like Jeffrey Bourne or something like that. Like his cousin or something.
Mason Bourne.
Mason Bourne.
Pinellas Park, Florida. Pinellas Park Police responding to a report of a disturbance at the Barbara Ponce Public Library on April 23rd had quite the surprise. According to News4Jax, the man was under the influence of alcohol and told police his name was Jason Bourne.
Oh, yeah.
Jason Bourne is a fictional character featured in books and movies about a CIA assassin. The man's real name is Jonathan William Chapman.
That's a cool name.
John Chapman?
Yeah.
That's not bad. He faces a charge for resisting arrest. That's it. That's the whole story.
Really?
This was at the library, though. Do you think he was just literally reading?
Oh. Huh.
The Robert Ludlum, I believe, is the author.
Well, that's a name you might be able to pass off. At least he wasn't like, listen, I'm Huckleberry Finn. You know, you're not going to get away with that.
Yeah.
Jason Bourne, you might be able to pull off. You know?
Yeah. It was Jekyll. Doctor.
Dr. Jekyll.
Dr. Jekyll.
Don't make me get all hot up in here.
I don't remember what Jekyll's first name was. I don't know.
Doctor.
Yeah, that's it.
Pay for that.
Now I remember.
Yeah. Now I remember.
Florida man wearing bonnet and dress steals baby formula from Publix.
Okay.
Trying to blend in.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. How many people wear a bonnet to Publix? I think just the Amish wear bonnets now. Still, right?
Look at this. He looks like the big bad wolf from Little Red Riding Hood.
It's like a shower cap bonnet.
Yeah. He's riding the cart with the dress.
Yeah. Better get in the car. I don't want to draw attention to myself.
My grandma, what sharp teeth you have. A man wearing a blue bonnet and a long dress with flowers on it is accused of stealing $450 worth of baby formula from a Cape Coral Publix. That's like 2 cans. Of
Yeah, I was going to say, that's not a whole lot.
A witness told police she saw a black man in his 50s wearing a bonnet, a dress, a black jacket, and white sneakers ride around a Publix on Santa Barbara Boulevard on a motorized cart on security cameras. Wait, why was this witness watching the security
cameras? Yep, that's the one.
He then left the store without paying.
Do you ever walk by a security camera and you always wave? Do you always wave to it? I do.
No.
Or
I always look at it and then I think, if something happens in this
moment?
is the footage they're going to show, like,
oh yeah,
like if somebody robs, no, not me, but if somebody
yeah, me neither,
robs the store or something like that, and then they show it on the news, that it's going to be me looking right at the camera and then looking away like
that's true.
So yeah, maybe I should just start waving.
I always wave, but I know it's just me looking at myself. It's not connected to anything. They're just showing you what the picture looks like,
Yeah. Well, it probably stores for 24 hours or something, That way, if there is an incident, then they can save it.
I saw some meme where it showed like Walmart footage, how it's all grainy. And then it said a picture from Walmart security camera, and then it showed a picture from Mars. It was like crystal clear. I thought it was pretty funny.
It's true.
Yeah.
You have like the doorbells now that have the cameras that you can see clear as day.
But you can barely, every time they show something on the news and they're like, we're looking for this guy. I'm like, who is that? Is that Fat Albert? Is that like, is that the librarian from The Simpsons? Like, who is it? I can't tell what it is.
Yeah, it's just grainy.
Yeah, it's just a piece of grain.
According to Cape Coral Police, this is the same possible suspect from other instances in North Fort Myers, Naples, and Punta Gorda. Whoa.
This guy's all over the place.
The bonnet bandit.
You know what? I bet you the first one he went into was made of sticks. Yeah. They're going to catch him.
So they didn't catch this guy. If you have information on the suspect, call the Cape Coral Police Department.
Wow, okay.
You can also submit an anonymous tip here by texting CCPD plus, quote, your message to 274637.
Oof, boy.
Or by calling Crime Stoppers. Listen, if you have any information, it's no shortage of places to call here. There's like 5 phone numbers here. But, wow, you would think he'd be an easy catch. But maybe like the bonnet and the dress is like throwing.
Could be.
This sketch artist has this person in a bonnet and dress.
Yeah.
And then his dude's just walking around in shirt and shorts.
Favorite disguise so far this year, or maybe it was last year, had to be the marker on the face, the guy that drew the beard on.
Yeah,
that's got to be, right?
That was pretty good. Pretty good. All right, one more?
Yeah, one more.
Fugitive Florida man on bike hoped hideous blonde wig disguise would help him evade deputies.
I did hear about this one. Yeah, it was a horrible wig. Horrible.
Let's see. Florida man wanted on drug charges didn't quite prove himself as a master of deception when he was arrested last week.
He's no Jason Bourne.
In a, quote, hideous blonde wig while trying to peddle his way past police. Who called it hideous, I'm curious. They keep putting it in quotations.
Oh.
Robert Walls, Bobby Walls, was busted on his bicycle as he tried to ride through a perimeter police had set up around a residence where he was staying. Except for the long blonde hair, the man riding away matched Walls' description. Oh, gosh. There's the picture.
Yeah, it's not even...
He looks like Flea with a wig on.
Hey, he's not really trying to hide.
Not easily fooled, agents determined it was Walls in disguise and took him into custody. Walls later told deputies that he knew he was wanted and had used the wig as a disguise to elude officers.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
The arrest was part of a, quote, significant drug investigation that led to arrest warrants for over 100 suspects.
Oh, great. Clean up those streets.
Walls faces several charges, including conspiracy to possess controlled substance, solicitation to sell controlled substance, and unlawful use of a two-way device.
So if you and I got into a room...
Oh, I guess using a phone.
For drugs.
For drugs.
So if you and I got into a room and we hatched a plan to find drugs or something like that, to start selling drugs, we could be just arrested for that? Is that what the conspiracy part is? The first one?
Conspiracy to possess controlled substance.
Yeah. So if we conspired to possess controlled substance...
Which we are clearly not doing now, officers.
Just to be clear, we could be arrested for that.
I guess. That seems...
So, let's just pretend. Mm-hmm. Like, the bonus content for our Patreon this time is how we would conspire to obtain and sell illicit drugs, right? Could we be arrested for that?
I suppose.
We got to make this stuff go away.
We're going to call CJ.
We're going to party tonight. Okay.
Quote, so here's the moral of the story, the sheriff's office said. Don't sell drugs, and you don't have to worry about going to jail. Don't try to hide from law enforcement if you have a warrant. And above all else, do not wear a hideous wig while trying to run from the popo on a bicycle. So he called himself the popo.
Oh, he did? You don't do that. That's like wearing the shirt of the band you're going to see, right?
Well, I think you can...
Can you?
I think you can call... If you're a part of that subculture, you can call yourself.
Oh, the derogatory version of it as a joke? Okay, got it.
Yeah. So they're allowed to call each other piggies, you know?
Yeah.
But you and I cannot.
No. But I mean, I wonder if nicknames, like Matt Johnson doesn't call himself the captain, but we call him the captain.
Yeah, you can't self-gloss.
We call Jeff Six Boot Jeff. He's not walking around going,
hey,
Six Boot Jeff in the house.
Jeff, nice to meet you. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you can't self-gloss.
Ooh, that's what that's called? I thought that was a dance move.
No, self-glossing is like labeling yourself, like giving yourself...
Is that a humble brag type thing?
It's worse than that.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's obnoxious, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Imagine if you just introduce yourself as, hey, I'm Six Boot Jeff. Nice to meet you.
Right. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You're just like, hey, my name's Brent. Hey, nice to meet you, Six Boot.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm interested.
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah, that's not bad.
We might have to go. You know what we should do in one of the extras? Nah, because we don't have all our nicknames yet.
What do you mean?
Say, explain the nicknames that we have. Because there's usually a story attached with them, but you don't have your nickname, really.
Yeah, I've never really had a nickname.
I call you Bald Bomber on kickball because my wife's the Blonde Bomber. And you kick after her, so it's usually the Blonde Bomber followed by the Bald Bomber.
Yeah.
And then you were an elite heartthrob. I mean, maybe you should just be called Heartthrob.
Those days are over.
I know.
When the hair fell out.
What about Two Ring Brent? Because the earrings.
I think from my back-to-back kickball championships, too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what you think it is.
Yeah. I had a student last year that had earrings. And I was like, I had earrings.
Yeah.
And
I bet he dropped his pencil.
Yeah, he wanted to take them out immediately. Which is my advice to parents.
Yeah.
When they say hey, my kid is I don't know what to do. He's going off the rail. He's got his lip pierced.
Tell him you did it.
Get your lip pierced.
Over.
He will take it out
always said
instantly.
That. When I was teaching, the big thing was those. It was for 1 semester. The rosary beads. All the kids were in the Catholic rosary beads.
Okay.
And the teachers were scratching their heads trying to figure it out. I go, I will go to the gas station and buy 20. And tomorrow we wear them. The next day, no one will have them.
True.
On.
Yeah.
If I went, hey, huh? I jiggled it and showed them.
Yeah.
Never. But yeah, I ran into the Basses the other day. They had Whitney had had a braid in her hair, and I went, hey.
How old is she's like 8?
Something like that.
Okay.
Nah, it's got to be 10-ish.
Maybe 10. Okay.
9 or 10. And I was like, hey, I was in middle school and I had the same thing. I got to find that picture, by the way.
You have to find a picture of the braid.
Yeah, I got to find it. I think I might know where it is.
Okay.
It's in a yearbook somewhere, and I know where my yearbooks are. They're in the attic, and if I go up there, I don't know if I'll come out alive. It's May or June almost.
Yeah, you might have to wait till the fall.
Yeah.
Or December.
We'll have to see. Anyway.
Yeah. All right. That's all for the news.
Cool.
I have a happy Florida birthday.
Oh, okay.
Happy Florida birthday to Johann Nicholas Ringling.
Like the Ringling brother? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Better known as John Ringling.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Johann.
May 31st, 1866.
Wow. They had animals like that back then? I didn't know they had lions back then.
They had even crazier animals.
Wow. Unicorns, the first unicorn trainer?
He, of course, I'm going to just read the first paragraph of his Wikipedia.
Of course. It's not on Wikipedia. It's not real, right?
That's right. The best research that we ever do on this podcast. The only research we do, Wikipedia. He, of course, is the best known of the 7 Ringling Brothers, 5 of whom merged the Barnum and Bailey Circus with their own Ringling Brothers World's
Can you
Greatest
imagine being the 2 that didn't do that?
I was like, you know what? You guys chase your crazy dream.
Yeah. Can you believe Johan and the other losers? Come on.
Yeah.
Let's open up that cobbler shop we've been talking about.
To create a virtual monopoly on traveling circuses and helped shape the circus into what it is today. Although, not today, right? Didn't they close?
I'm sure.
They folded.
What it once was.
In addition to owning and managing many of the largest circuses in the United States, he was also a rancher, a real estate developer, and an art collector. He was inducted into the Florida Artists Hall of Fame in 1987.
Do you have any art?
Do I have any art, like art that I purchased or something like that? We have like a tiny little house painting, like street art that we bought in New Orleans.
Oh, that's cool.
I think that might be the only art we have.
Okay.
Which is sad.
Whenever We're
not very cultured.
I like colonial art. Like I would love not a drawing, and I don't even know if replica painting or anything of like Washington crossing Delaware.
Oh, yeah.
I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
That time period, I think would be great.
But with your face.
Oh, yeah, and then you in there too. That's what we should do.
Yeah, that's what we should do.
That's a great idea. We'll put all of us in the boat. KJ and Jason.
I think that's brilliant.
Put our wives in there.
Maybe we should do
it's a great idea.
A different painting though, like a famous Florida painting.
That is a famous Florida painting.
famous Florida.
I'm all excited. Don't take it away.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I wanted to bring this up actually. We have a good amount of downloads, and one of my favorite YouTube channels is the Adventure Archives guys. They just go hiking and all that. I love them, and they've been getting fan art. If there's anyone that's an artist out there that wants to attempt to draw anything associated with the show, I don't care if it's just the bald bomber here. I don't care. I think it'd be kind of cool to see anyone's artist rendition of something from the show. Don't you think it'd be kind of cool?
Absolutely. The more the listeners contribute to the show, I think the better.
Yeah.
So anything you want to contribute, I'm open for.
Yeah.
Send us whatever.
Yeah.
In fact, Sam... we got an email from Sam this week. He sent us a bunch of license plates.
Awesome.
Vanity plates. By the way, get your vanity plates in.
Yeah.
It's going to be serious competition for the Sinky Award.
I'm just telling you, there's going to be a couple awards awarded for that. One of them being like most submissions, most unique. And CJ is our legal team is working hard. I get text messages all the time. He saw one the other day that said Flyboy 2, and I said, I will give you $20 if you track down Flyboy 1. $20. So we'll see. Anyway.
Flyboy 1, if you're out there.
Yeah.
All right. You want to do Q&A?
Yes. Definitely.
Definitely.
Definitely Q&A.
If you have questions about Florida, or really anything for that matter, we'll answer them. You can send your questions to the email address questions@floridasinking.com. Of course, we have a Twitter @FLSinking, Instagram by the same name, and we have our Facebook page, all of which you can find at floridasinking.com.
Sweet.
All right. First question comes to us from Superfan Brad.
Oh, yeah.
Says, can we do a Sinkers meetup?
You know, it's funny he mentions that. I was thinking of maybe at the Newfound Glory concert.
That's a better idea because we had teased it at the Pitbull, the free Pitbull show.
I know. Can't do it, though.
But it's June 1st.
Our wives are singing,
Our
are
wives are
competing
singing,
against
yes.
Pitbull, which I don't know who's going to have the bigger crowd. But I'm just saying.
Yeah. So we can't, unfortunately, we are unable to go to the free Pitbull concert, which you should go to, Sinkers, because it's for a good cause.
I think I have a DJ gig that day, actually, for the Newfound Glory show. Oaken Fire DJ is going to be killing it
When is the
somewhere.
Newfound Glory show?
It's July 13th.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain I do, but I like that idea. I'm 100% on board with that.
I think that would be good.
I think it should be something where we just get together. I think a concert would be great. Maybe
That'd
like a
be
Control
perfect.
This concert.
Ooh,
Local
in
guys.
Sanford. Yeah.
A meetup. Yeah, something like that where we can do that. I think it's a good idea.
But
Let's work on it.
Orlando's probably easier.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah.
So
Maybe
why don't we
Orlando.
do that? Why don't we say the Newfound Glory show?
Yeah, but I won't be there.
Even better.
Oh, look at you bringing out the sass tonight.
Dang. So you're not going?
I'm gonna go late. I'll be there for the concert. I mean, we
Yeah.
could stay late afterwards, I guess, if we wanted to. But my wife will probably go.
It would be better if it was before.
Yeah, I figured we go to dinner and then shoot on over.
Where is it? House of Blues?
I believe so.
See, that would have been perfect. We could do it right at downtown Disney.
I know. Let me verify that. If I can, because the show's gonna be 4 to 7. Like I'm gonna get to the. You're gonna take my wife to the concert
Again?
again. You know, again. So then I'll meet up with you guys later. Is the plan.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Dang.
can't pass up that extra cash, bro.
Yeah, true. All right, but we do need to come up with a
I'm in.
Sinkers
I
meetup.
think it's a great idea.
think it's a good idea, yeah. She said, not sure how many locals there are in the area, but it could be cool. We got plenty of locals in the area.
Oh, I think so.
I think it would be a lot of fun.
I think we can get 15, 20 people there.
At least.
Yeah.
Also, any news or updates on the Tahoe wrap? I'm still down.
Oh, he is?
Which
Yeah, I thought, doesn't KJ have the hookup for that?
he wants to wrap his Tahoe.
What's the problem with that?
I mean,
You feel
obviously,
uncomfortable
look,
with this?
2019, there's no such thing as bad
We already
press.
talked about it.
But, I mean,
You feel bad for him.
I feel bad for him. Yeah.
Okay.
Does he really want to be 24/7 advertising for us?
Why do you look the gift horse in the mouth, bro?
I guess so. Hey, let's do it.
Yes.
I'm in.
Done.
I'm in.
Whatever it takes.
I think I'll be uncomfortable when people ask about like tattoos. Because
Yeah,
we'll get a,
totally.
like,
Totally.
Florida Stinky tattoo. Like, all right. Let's pump the brakes.
Yeah. Superfan Brad and also Key Lime Slushy is a big fan. Don't get any ideas with the tattoo. Don't come to us talking about that. Don't tell me what you think. If you get on one arm Sinker and on the other arm Barely Newer, I'm out. I can't do it. I cannot
We're hanging
do it.
up the earphones.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Earphones. Why do I call them earphones?
I don't know.
Headphones. Glenn William Letary. He says, what is the coldest place you have ever been to?
Oh. Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait a minute. I feel like I went somewhere that was colder. Was it that when you and I went to Washington, D.C. to celebrate Brian Rummel's 30th birthday, we were huddled outside the subway like those emperor penguins in March of the
Yes.
Penguins, just shifting our backs left to right.
So we were downtown because our flight was out of
Right.
Was it Reagan?
Yeah,
or-
Reagan.
What's the other
Yeah.
one? What's the other one? Dulles or something?
Nobody goes to the
Whatever.
other one.
Anyway, we were going to take the metro to the airport,
Right.
but we had like 2 hours to kill before we even needed to be at the airport. So we walked around with our luggage, walked around and saw the monuments and stuff. But it was February. It was frigid. It was so cold.
It's like 12
We're
below.
like just freezing. Like, yeah, Jefferson looks cool.
Yeah. Why is Martin Luther King Jr. shaking like that? I think it's your face. Yeah, it was.
That was very cold. That's not the coldest I've been in. The coldest I think I've been in, well, the coldest place I've ever been to, I've been to Alaska.
Oh, that's right.
But it was summer, so it wasn't that cold.
Yeah.
And I've been to Sweden, also in the summer, so not that cold. But one time when we were in Pittsburgh one winter, it was like 18 below. Oof. And we went skiing.
Yeah.
And it was well below zero.
Yeah. Okay.
That's probably the coldest I've ever been. Glenn added, how long could you stand in your underwear outside in the cold? Challenge accepted. Probably not long.
No, I will try it. I've done a polar bear jump.
Have you?
I did it with your brother Andy at Jacksonville.
Jacksonville,
January
Florida.
1st, bro. It was cold.
Oh,
It was
January
cold.
1st is like,
I know,
usually it's
I
in
know.
the 70s.
I know. It was. I mean, it's more of a mental thing. You're like, oh, we're all getting in January 1st, you know?
Yeah.
But no, yeah.
I did one of those like mud runs. I think it was Tough Mudder.
Yeah, and
you had to jump in a big ice tub.
Yeah.
You know, and go underneath, like they had like barbed wire and you had to swim under it.
Right.
And I did not think that was going to be a big deal, but when you jump in, like it really does take your breath away, and you can't.
Watching in slow motion as a fool. Love is fading. Take my breath away.
It did, and it hurt. Like I got out, and my legs were just needles, and you had to start running again, and it just felt really weird. But how long could I stand in my underwear outside in the cold? I used to have a debate with my old college roommate, B-Mac, Sinker, shout out. And we used to debate on how, like, if it was, because it was like 60 below in Minnesota or something, and we were watching the Weather Channel. And he was like, could you even go out and get the mail and come back in that? And I was like, no way. He's
Checking
like,
the mail?
I think I could do it.
I mean, you mean 60 below to check
60 below.
get the
Go
mail?
in his
No.
underwear. In his underwear.
No.
He's like, could you?
I couldn't do it in a parka.
So I don't think so.
No.
I wouldn't be cut out for that. When I get cold, I get cold. My feet get cold. My feet and my hands get cold. I'm like a diabetic or something.
You might be.
I might be circulation. In my
I've been to Park City, Utah, and I've been to Actually, I did go to was in Park City, Breckenridge, Colorado, with my family, and I got totally sick. I thought it was altitude sickness, but looking back, it might have been something more because it was a both ends kind of thing. You know what I mean? And one night we got in these big Clydesdale sleighs and went out to this cabin and had like a dinner show. And I was sitting in that sleigh, and it was snowing, and it was pitch black. It was really cold, but it was beautiful out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade that for
That sounds
anything.
awesome.
It was amazing.
Football games. 3 football games I've been very, very cold at. One, I was in Denver visiting BMAC, and we went to, it was like the last game of the season, last regular game of the season. And as soon as the sun went behind the mountains,
Oh, forget it.
it was frigid. I was
Mountains,
freezing.
that's tall hills, right?
They're very big hills.
Got it.
These ones are called the Rocky Mountains.
Ooh.
They're rocky, believe it or not.
I've never seen rocks big.
And then in Michigan, Ann Arbor, Michigan, Penn State, Michigan, it was like 35 and raining.
Good.
And then a similar scenario at Penn State, in State College, it was Penn State, Indiana, and it was like 35 and raining.
Unbelievable.
And so when you're out in that for 4 hours, you know, you're like, by the end of the game, you're like,
This is a horrible idea.
I can't feel anything.
Yeah.
Huh. So he said, Washington State snow drifts 15 plus feet. I think that's his answer. Oh, Vermont inner tubing, 2 degrees. Hated it.
Ooh.
2 degrees. Yeah. So I think my answer was in Pittsburgh that one winter when it got like 18 below and they were on the news going just stay home.
Yes.
Just stay inside your house. It's cool. Let's do one more.
One more, and we got to wrap it up.
All right. Yeah, let's save it for the next.
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll save it for next week.
Cool. I like it.
Okay. Yeah. So thanks for listening. That's our show, right? We got any 5 stars?
No, nothing.
Oh, you jerks.
Rude.
All right. Well, thanks for listening.
And we'll see you next time.
if there's a next time.
Don't take money, don't take fame, don't need no credit card.